Hello and welcome back to Magic Gathering Strat. I'm Binkabi and this will be another Rise of the Eldrazi draft. We got a pretty sweet pack here, I think. Traitorous Instincts is pretty good. Aura Gnarler is nice. Cadaver Imp, Flame Slash, Knight of Cliffhaven. Even this guy is pretty nice. Wild Out Invoker, Seagate. So either we could take Aura Gnarler and just move in on auras right away, or we could take a leveler, or we could take just take Flame Slash, which is the best card in a vacuum, and I think that's where I'm gonna go. It leads into red black, it leads into Grixis, it leads into a lot of sweet stuff, so I think that's the best. Shipping some good green, white, black, and I guess decent blue. But you can't really go wrong with Flame Slash, and it's also very splashable. You could compare it to oh really? I haven't seen the rest of the pack, but Stagger Shock has to be a pretty nice one. Guy took an uncommon, okay. Alright. No. The other one that I'm looking at is Overgrown Battlement, but I think it's a real crime to not take Stagger Shock here. You can compare this to Bathe in Dragonfire now, 3 mana for the same effect. And in Rise of the Eldrazi it was 1 mana. So even if yeah, at the same rate as creatures are getting better, spells are getting worse, even though they print stuff like Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time. But that's not really comparable. The overall power level of creatures has gone up compared to spells. Alright, well, wow, this is actually there is still a lot of good cards, but we also have a Mnemonic Wall, which leads into a pretty nice archetype, but I think Flame Slash is just the best still. Don't think we're gonna be mono red, but I mean black is still coming, and blue, and I guess green and white, and red. I mean all colors seems decently open, but I could think of a lot of cards that would be worse than this start. We could handle everything except Eldrazi at this point. Alright, so now we will take another card on red. I don't think this is really good. I mean, it's okay. That's interesting. I think that's the card I'm going to take, because I think that's the best card in the pack. It's just a 5/4, but still think that's okay. Alright, I got Shared Discovery, which is pretty good when you can use it. Deprive is pretty nice, which I think I will actually take. Don't need all the green cards. Alright, I didn't get to play it last time, but I just think this card is fantastic. It's really good. If you're the one beating down and you put this on like Spore Cap Spider or whatever, you just win the game. Treacherous Instinct is nice. See Beyond would have been my other pick here, but Lust for War is just really nice. Interesting. We have Distortion Strike, which I think I'm gonna take. Maybe I'll get a Kill Fiend or something. But I would certainly not be sad about the Last Kiss this late. Umbra is the only card here that I'm considering, I think. Actually, I'm gonna take the Bloodthorn Vampire. It's the best card for other decks, and we could still be red-black token aggro, but I'm more interested in being red-blue at this point. I'm pretty sure we'll be red at least. None of the like 4 people to our right could be red. So we got the Lavafume Invoker. But we also have a Cadaver Imp. This looks like a more tempo based deck, but we don't have any creatures yet. I guess we can take a Fireball. Cadaver Imp is so good though. Let's not take that. I think I'm gonna take the Invoker for now. Yeah, I'm gonna take a Servitor, just to have a creature. Alright. That's pretty interesting, but I think I'm gonna take the Wall even though it's not that aggressive card at all, but we could have 2 Cadaver Imps as well, so just gonna take a Demystify. Sure, you can have that. A decent start. It fell off a bit there. Maybe we should have picked some black cards instead of the blue ones, but I mean the blue cards we have is also pretty good. But I mean if we open like Drana or something insane, we could switch into black. I would also not be sad to open like a Gideon and play like red, white, blue, something like that. But then we need more fixing. So who is the Slowpoke? Probably one of those. This is really bad, right? It's not that bad, I guess, but not for us. So what do we have? We have a Brimstone Mage, which is pretty nice. We've got a Pelaka Worm, which we could potentially take and abandon the blue. I have a Dreadrone, and Last Kiss, and a Narcolepsy. I don't think I will go into green. I think I'll just take the Narcolepsy. I think it's slightly better than the Brimstone Mage, and yeah, I wouldn't be. Let's say if we had seen a bit more green, I would have taken the Pelaka Worm, but I think blue is more open. Alright, this is not really the pack for us. We have a Vendetta, we have a Cutthroat, which I'm not going to take, Oust. We do have a Firewall, but I don't really want that. I don't want Growth Spasm either. I think I'm going to take the Vendetta and maybe be more controlish. But we're not giving up much, and I think the Fireball will wheel, so. Well. Gonna take Stagger Shock or Vendetta pretty clearly. There's nothing else for us except Crusher, but I'd rather have another Stagger Shock. Then we have a Regress too. We have all the good spells, but we don't have that many creatures yet. Okay, I wouldn't mind another Deprive, and black is still very open, but I think a Rattleclaw Shaman is more what we want. There's a Killing Fiend, I will take it over Seagate Oracle, even though I wouldn't mind it. And the non-land card, no. So I wouldn't mind a Seagate Oracle in this deck either, but Killing Fiend is much more what we're looking for. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spells. 1 with Rebound, 2, 3. It's looking good. So, as far as I know, you're really far ahead if you can get a real deck instead of just a pile of good cards. Let's say I didn't pick up a Killing Fiend or a Mnemonic Wall and like something, and took more Vendettas instead, so I just had a pile of removal and dorks. That doesn't work as well. Right, we have another Bloodthrone Vampire, and I think we'll take the Invoker. Wow, it's some really good cards left here for black. But we're still not really in black. and that makes me less inclined to take black cards because they will get all the cards they need anyway. But it's nice to have a vendetta or two that we could potentially splash if we want to. I would like to pick up what's it called? It returns an instant at random to your hand. So the greedy person in me will want to take this. How many cards are you going to get? Like 2 or 3? I think it's a pretty good card, but I'm more into Sea Beyond actually. I mean, I will not play this probably. So I think you're just gonna take the Last Kiss and maybe actually be 3 colors. Here we'll take the Tumbler. It works well with Kiln Fiend, it works with Battle Rattle Shaman. And that's about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and yeah. We need a few more creatures to make this really work. It's kind of rare for me to play aggressive decks at all, but in Limited, if I'm playing aggressive, red-blue is definitely what I want to be doing. I just like the tempo aspect of it. Sweet, another Deprive. You don't care too much if you pick up lands when you are ahead on board and killing your opponent. If we can just like hit them a few times, Lust for War and Stagger Shocks will finish them off for sure. So what do we want to open? The Sphinx maybe? Not Gigantomancer. It is pretty nice though. We get Heat Ray, Prophetic Prism or Skywatcher Adept. I think Heat Ray is a better card, but we will probably pick up the Skywatcher Adept here. It's not a fantastic first pick, but oh well, we're black. We're gonna play black. There is just no way I'm passing that. Oh my god, there is another Kiln Fiend. That's the card, Surreal Memoir. And there's that guy, it's not the one I was thinking of. So how we're doing this? Because I think maybe we just take it around and don't play it. That's so sad though. This is such a ridiculous bomb that it's just not even close. Let's say, what would we have to cut for it? We would have to cut the Tunneler. Not that much, I guess. This is very good. Do I gamble on wheeling the Kiln Fiend? I don't think I can. I have to take the Kiln Fiend here, even though the Memoir is very important to the deck. So 3 good black cards. Right now we could cut Goblin Tunneler and play the black cards. But then I probably don't want to play Deprive either. Alright, Survival Catch is pretty good. Wrap in Flames is also decent. This is not a very good pack for us. I think he's gonna take the Lizard now. I don't want to play it, but okay. Here we have an Essence Feed. I'm gonna take a Fireball. I think we can make it work. So it's too bad, but we can't. We didn't take Drana over anything, but holy crap, is she good. No, that's still bad. we could still do the black, I think. The thing is it better? We would play like only removals and hope to win with Drana. Because if I'm playing black, I would cut another color, and that's probably blue. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 cards at least. I think I still just take the Goblin Arsonist here. That's just insane. Do we take another Bell Rattler here? Let's see it. The black has been so open that I think we can still pick up a few black cards if we want to. Let's see. We would cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards maybe, and play 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, I mean, I'd still take Seagate Oracle here though. That's not really what I want anyway. I don't want any of those cards. I guess I'd rather have the Elumbra. Sebion or Prophetic Prism. Still really comes down to the black, but I think I've talked myself out of it, but that stings so much. Sure, that could be sideboard material. We have to cut cards. What are we cutting? We could always board in the black, I guess. You can still have that. Man, I think in retrospect we could have ditched the blue early and gone full red-black. I still think this deck is very good, but it's not because of the blue, it's because of the red. So yeah, we don't have any real combos with the Arsonist, so we might not end up playing that. I took it to have another creature. But we will see where we end up here. As I said, I still think the deck is very good, but I think it could have been better. So that's it. And we could still play the black, I mean, but it's not as appealing when you have like double black as the main reason and you're not heavy black. So what are we cutting here? We have 2 Kiln Fiends, which is nice, and I don't really feel the need of cutting any of our spells. It's like card draw, remove all count spells, burn. So I will cut at least 1 creature. I think let's cut the Arsonist. It's not really what I want to be doing. I guess it's decent with Battle Rattle. This is not very good either, but what can you do? It's good with Thunder. This is also very good with Thunder. Wall I think will stay. Yeah, I think Arsonist is the weakest. Then we need to cut 1 more card. I could see moving 1 Deprive to the board. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Go with 17 lands. Yeah, we are pretty aggressive, so let's see how this goes. Still sad I can't play black, but oh Drana, if only pack 2. Anyway, I'll resubmit this and see you shortly for the first match.